Hey guys, it's Sly. Here is a game that I've been putting off for a long time. It came out about a year ago now, and that is Fire Emblem Awakening. I have about 10 hours on it right now, and it's really unique. I think it's one of, if not the best in the series, and that's saying a lot for such a prestigious, beloved series. Let's get started. I want to show you guys a little bit of it. I'm just doing a casual thing tonight. I'm pretty tired, but I wanted to upload a video. So I'll let you watch a little bit of this cinematic intro. And the graphics for a handheld are stunning. Spoiler alert! I haven't watched this all the way through. There's our intro, guys. So our protagonist is Crom. He's the head of this, the royal family, as is usually with these Fire Emblem games. But I really love medieval-themed tactical games. So, I'm going to be doing this with one hand. It's about 9:55 on it right now. So, when you start the game, you get this map on the bottom screen. And you've got a map up here that you can traverse, like in Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones, the GBA release. And sometimes on maps that you've, instances that you've completed, there will be enemies that pop up again that you can battle as little arena battles, and then your next story chapter will glow red on the map. So, let me just see if there are any good deals in the shops here. What you can do is press X, and this will open several options. You have your inventory, which just allows you to switch items between characters. Also, in this game, you get to create a character. My name is Tristan, so I made myself Triss, and you automatically become a, I forget what the first class is called, but after you use a Master Seal, which promotes you to a secondary class in this, you become a Grand Master, your player-created one. And there are just tons of characters. You can't use them all in battles, but there are some wireless features, and this is a unique little thing. So if we go to the barracks, little instances will happen sometimes. So what we can do is listen in, and the cutscenes are really great in this. And they'll gain some XP by doing this, so we'll skip through these pretty quickly. That's the lesbian character, by the way. Or at least that's what I get the impression of. And sometimes they'll find... Ooh, Erica's Blade from Sacred Stones. Sometimes they'll find items, and they did a lot with the past games, reincorporating characters, and you can even hire characters from past games for your party. Alright, I want to get to a little battle here. A lot of these characters I haven't really trained at all. I stick with a main group that can get me basically through the game. From what my friend told me, I'm about halfway through the main story. So what we should do is save. I'm using one hand here, so I'm going to be a little bit slow navigating. But let's begin Port Faro, Chapter 12. The Seacomers. Oh, no cutscene. I thought there was going to be an animated cutscene for you guys, but I guess not. So, this brings you to your battle layout. You can view the map, and this is what our battle is going to look like. This is a much shorter map because it's at a seaport, which I guess is good for demonstrating. Some of these maps can get quite large, though, and there are these wyvern guys that will fly out of nowhere and take out all of your archers. There's specific pairings and stuff that you want to be careful of, and if you know from previous Fire Emblem games, there's a weapon triangle. Swords are good against axes. Axes are good against lances. Lances are good against swords. And you can tell by little icons. So he uses swords. She uses lances. She's a war monk, so she uses axes and heals. Anyways, so you can preview the map. You can select your units. Let's see here. I think I like that layout. And so let's begin. I'm gonna be a bit rusty because I haven't played this game in months, but
listen up.
There is voice acting in this game. Yeah, there's some big conspiracy trying to overthrow. The kingdom is Ylisse, Ylisse. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they want the Fire Emblem. So, yeah. Yeah, this game is pretty brutal sometimes. That's our protagonist, and that's my created character. You have to create a character at the beginning. It's part of the story. He's the Great Knight, basically like a paladin. Wait, no, he's a paladin.
If I may.
Hey, new character. Sometimes that happens. You get new. I think we may have met her in the last chapter. There would be more of a, animated introduction. But now we're in the game. So, the objective is to take out all these guys, and by looking, I think you can, pressing X shows you where you're in danger. All these pink spaces you're in danger of being attacked. So basically you gotta move on this map. What you can do is press A, and the objective on this one is to kill all of theirs. There is technically a boss. There's always one main guy who has a little gold shield, and that would be Dalton. And you can see he's more powerful than, say, this guy. But you Fire Emblemers probably know that. So, what I've been meaning to show you through this whole video is how cool the attack sequences look. So let's take... Sorry about that. Let's take Frederick. Move him up here. Oh, these little bubbles that say A and B. Frederick has an A companionship relationship with Triss. So what you can do is pair guys up, and the closer they've bonded, the higher ranking they will get. I think it goes C, B, A, and S. They'll have little cut scenes when you're not battling, little conversations not in the barracks, but separately. But you can just fight alone, so let's do that. Let's attack. You can see that you can switch your weapon up here. So all my weapons are really good. We can see that we're going to hit ×2, and we're going to kill him because we have a 95% hit chance. I'll just use the superior one to make sure I hit him. And lances, lance against lance. We have little playback controls down here and you can move the camera around a bit using the circle pad. The fights are really cool, much cooler than watching little sprites clash with each other. So to take out this next guy, I think I'll use my mage, which is my created character. Put him a space away because they can attack from a little further away. And we're gonna use... let's use Katarina's bolts, because I'll attack twice. Oh, here's a critical hit. Bang, 99. I think that's the most damage you can do. And here's what a level up looks like. So, I'm only level 6 because I ranked up at level 10, which resets you to 1 by using a Master Seal. You can see all of your... yeah, these are pretty high stats for... he's not like a newly created guy. Somewhat similar to the past games. The only other Fire Emblem game I've really gotten into was Sacred Stones, because I had that one as a kid. Ooh, got a rapier. Okay. And when you don't have enough room, you have to store something. So I'm going to store this sword. No, actually I'm going to store this Thunder. So there's a basic look at the game, guys. I would fight much longer and get into this, but it would take forever. And this video is already 13 minutes long, so I'll post more footage if you want, but I think this is a really unique game. And I'm going to finish out this battle, so let's do a save. I think what you can do is, yeah, you can save. Depends what mode you're on. There's casual, and there's classic. Casual... in the regular Fire Emblem games and all the other ones, if you have a character die, they're dead for good and you don't get them back. But in this casual mode, you get them back. I started playing this in classic mode and it was just ruthless because this game is much harder than any of the others, in my opinion. Well, that I've played. But in this casual mode, you can also just save your progress in your turn. So there's like a little save state for you. And there's the game, guys. I'll show you more if you want to see. But thank you for watching, and as always, talk to you soon. Frederick is a beast.